What up, y'all? Tina here, man. Let's get into some Marvel news. Y'all see, it's a late night recording. I got my Snuggie on. It's cold in the house, but yo, in this video, we're gonna talk about all Black Panther news. We're gonna get into the recasting T'Challa rumors that are floating around, the plot of Black Panther 3, T'Challa's next appearance, and I'll weigh in on the recent Bo DeMaio, Ryan Coogler conversation. Y'all, let's get into it.
I talk movies and Marvel, TV shows, rumors, money, and drama. Game of Thrones, universe, and rice too. Vampires, horror, I got you. Subscribe to my page, come roll with me. If you like movies, follow, she dreads me. Movies, follow, she dreads me. She dreads me.
All right, so over on the hot mic, Jeff Sneider, journalist extraordinaire, said he heard that there's already somebody in mind for T'Challa's recast. Now, I want y'all to remember, I said this months ago. So, over the next few years, be prepared for it, a lot of people are going to start getting a lot of these rumors, scoops, and news all confused and mixed up together. Because when we are hearing things leak out, we don't know if they talking about T'Challa, T'Challa Jr., or a T'Challa variant. Things are very blurry right now with what's going on. So the question is he talking about T'Challa in Black Panther 3, T'Challa Jr. in Black Panther 3, or a Black Panther variant in Secret Wars? Well, what is he talking about? So he said on the hot mic that he heard that Damson is not doing the role. I don't know which role he's talking about. I don't know if he's talking about T'Challa, T'Challa Jr., or the variant, but I heard the same thing, okay? I've always heard that the big wigs at Marvel, Russo's, Feige, whoever, they like Damson. Allegedly, there was a meeting with Damson for Black Panther and Doomsday or Secret Wars. I imagine he doesn't want to be a one-and-done variant, hence his likeness in this concept art. I've always heard it wasn't something he wanted to entertain in the short term. If he was going to be in a DC or Marvel project, he wants to be there for a minute. That's why he also went out for Jon Stewart. He is looking for his next home. If y'all recall, he was Franklin in the Snowfall TV show, and that went on for 5 to 7 seasons. I'm not sure. So he's looking for his next home where he can stay and sit for a while. So my speculation is, unless they can circle back to Damson, lock him in, I can't imagine him wanting to be a variant in Doomsday. Now, could they recall him back, offer him a little bit more money? I don't know. But that has always been my stance on where Damson Idris stood in this whole Black Panther conversation. So Jeff Sneider is hearing that this guy here, David Johnson, may be in the running for T'Challa. So once again, is he in the running for T'Challa or T'Challa Jr. or the Black Panther variant in Doomsday? That is my question, Jeff. What are you hearing? Where is he gonna fit at in this whole Black Panther universe? Listen, only time will tell. He's a good actor. He's a little small for my liking. Okay, he's a little short. But if he's just gonna be a variant of T'Challa, I mean, who cares? They just gonna throw you away after that film. But how do y'all feel? Do you think this is the guy that can play one of these 3 characters, T'Challa, T'Challa Jr., or a Black Panther variant? Leave your comments below. Next up, so I was streaming with my good brother Blue over at Blue's house, and he mentioned to me that he heard that the 3rd Black Panther movie is going to be this intergalactic space film. And I was like, who said that?
Who had been saying that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
Like, where did that come from? Now, y'all remember, a couple months ago, Alex P. over at the Cosmic Circus or Cosmic Wonder, one of those, he said he heard Black Panther 3 was going to be a horror movie. And I was like, what? Now, you telling me Blue is here and they going to be in space? Y'all, neither one of these things sound plausible to me. Black Panther 3 is not going to be no horror movie and they're not going to be in outer space. My personal opinion. So I reached out to the Geeky Cast, our resident scooper, and I said, hey, can you track down the source of this space Black Panther movie rumor? Tell me where this started. And I kid you not, within 30 seconds, he hit me back. He was like, oh yeah, Infinity Seeker said that. So I said, okay, let me entertain this foolishness and see what it says. And this is what the plot reads. The story for Black Panther 3 is about Shuri investigating vibranium anomalies in Wakanda, faint echoes of past Panther. The villain is Zane. The final act is in a space outpost. The movie is described as time travel and space movie. Weird for a Black Panther movie. This is what Divinity Seeker is saying. All right. The reason I never saw this stuff on my timeline is because I have Divinity Seeker muted. I never see anything they post because Divinity Seeker is not legit at all. He is one of the biggest fraud scoopers of all time. Because first off, who is Zane? Black Panther comic readers, who is Zane? Is there a Black Panther villain named Zane? The only Zane I know is the Zane that was in Echo. So is this the same guy that was in Echo that he now gonna be in space? None of this makes sense. Now, mind you, a great majority of people think the villain is gonna be played by Denzel Washington. I don't believe that either. My opinion. But this space Black Panther 3, no. This sounds like a Black Panther 6 movie. Like, this sounds like something they will want to tackle way in the future. Not right now. They got so much stuff they got to clean up before we start hitting space Black Panther. So I don't believe this rumor. But next up, I don't know if y'all know it or not, but T'Challa's going to be in Marvel Zombies. Hence why I don't believe there's a no T'Challa mandate. because he's been in What If. He's going to be in Marvel Zombies, and we got cartoon T'Challa running around on the kids' Disney Channel. So yeah, man, T'Challa, Okoye, Wakanda, they're all going to be in Marvel Zombies. It's going to be a 4-part series. Okoye is supposed to be leading the army of the dead. Scarlet Witch is supposed to be the main villain. But yeah, T'Challa is supposed to be in that TV show. So is the world of Wakanda. So the next time we'll be seeing T'Challa on the screen will be in September when that TV show airs. In about a month. We kind of close to it. And the final topic is Beau DeMayo and Ryan Coogler. So, if y'all don't know, Beau DeMayo, mastermind behind the X-Men 97 TV show, he was let go by Marvel, and here recently he's been telling social media some of the things he's experienced while working there. I've always said that Beau wakes up, stretches, drinks a cup of milk, does some Pilates, sits on his couch, looks at the Marvel NDA that's on the table, and he just throws it on the ground. I don't care about the NDA. That's what Beau does. Because every few days, Beau just wakes up and tells everything he knows about the company of Marvel. So, somebody asked him, why didn't you put T'Challa in X-Men 97? Now, for y'all that don't know, in X-Men 97, a Black Panther shows up, and we thought it was T'Challa. Well, no, it was T'Chaka, his dad. So, a fan was like, yo, Beau, why didn't you use T'Challa? And he said something along the lines, I'm just paraphrasing, that everything Black Panther related has to run through Ryan Coogler. He didn't want to ask Ryan Coogler, could he use T'Challa? So he decided to use his father, T'Chaka, instead. Now, I love my good brother Beau, but this sounds hard for me to believe. Not saying this wasn't his experience, okay? Just sounds a little hard for me to believe. Because if you say everything Black Panther related had to go through Coogler, including you asked, could you give the Doras afros and dreadlocks? Side note, why are we giving Doras afros in 1997? Baby, Wakanda has advanced technology. I can understand giving the Dora some psychedelic box braids. Okay, we can do some box braids, some lemonade braids, but afros? That's an interesting creative choice, Beau. I don't know about that. But anyway, he said he wanted the Doras to have afros and dreadlocks, and somebody shut that idea down. So it sounds like to me, you were already in some kind of dialogue with Coogler and team because you said they shut down the hair changes for the Dora. I'm assuming Coogler had to approve T'Chaka because you said everything has to go through him. So if you're already talking to Coogler and you're asking about Doras and you're asking about T'Chaka, why not just ask about T'Challa? Because essentially he said, I didn't want to go through the hassle of asking to use T'Challa, but you went through the hassle of asking, can the Doras have afros in 1997? I don't know. It just sounds odd to me. But let's say everything Black Panther related does run through Coogler. He's obviously letting baby T'Challa cartoon run around here. T'Challa was also in the What If TV show. He's letting T'Challa be in Marvel Zombies. Why would he be opposed to not letting T'Challa be in X-Men 97? It just doesn't make sense to me. Now, I'm not calling Brother Beau a liar. I'm just saying it sounds far-fetched. I honestly don't think Coogler cares about what they're doing in animation unless it has the potential to affect his live-action film. Do I think Coogler is highly invested into what the Russos are about to do? Yes. Because whatever the Russos have planned for the next Avengers movie, that can impact what he has going on. So I believe there's active conversations right now with Coogler and Russos and Feige, and Coogler's probably like, I need to know what y'all about to do because I have a script that I'm working on. I have a trilogy that I want to complete. So what y'all about to do? Because this affects me. Now, as far as recasting T'Challa, I think the further we get away from 2020, the easier it will be for Coogler to start to entertain ideas of recasting. Me and Blue has always had the theory of when Franklin Richards creates the new world, or hell, they don't follow the comics over there. They might let Wanda create the whole new world. But anyway, after Secret Wars, when this new world is created, hey, maybe there's a Wakanda there, and that Wakanda already has a King T'Challa there, and now Ryan Coogler has a new playground that he can play with. But that's just me and Blue's theory. That's me and Blue's idea. Everything that I've heard is he wants to rock out with T'Challa Jr. That could change. He is a man. Men can make changes. But that's what I heard. So by this time next year, we're going to start hearing more and more about Black Panther 3. I think they'll be hitting pre-production this time next year. I think they'll be casting, and I can see this film going into production late next year, early 2027, because by the time we get to 2028, it's going to be a whole new MCU. In 2028, we should be getting X-Men, Black Panther 3, maybe Fantastic Four 2, maybe Shang-Chi 2. We should be getting a brand new slate of movies after Secret Wars. Hell, we might even get Blade. We might get Blade. But yo, how do y'all feel about all this Black Panther news? Can y'all see David as the new T'Challa? Do y'all believe that Black Panther 3 will be in space? Or do y'all believe it's going to be a horror movie? Or do y'all think it's going to be something else? Also, are y'all going to be watching Marvel Zombies? That's where T'Challa should be next. And do y'all believe what Beau DeMayo is saying is true? Do y'all think that Ryan Coogler has 100% access to everything Wakanda, ranging from animation to live action? Leave your comments below. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace.